Hi friends, good evening. So I'm back with strategic management revision lecture for November 2020 and May 21 students. And first of all, sorry for delay for an hour. There were some technical issues, but yes, we'll try to study as much as possible in this balanced manner. And don't worry if I'll manage everything. Okay, what were we doing yesterday? Yesterday we were done with chapter 1 completely. In fact, we had done few questions of chapter 7 and few questions of chapter 8. I hope you're with me. I hope you're with me. And if you remember, when I was teaching you people chapter 1, when I was teaching you people chapter 1, basically we had done question number 1 to question number 5, which was part 1, and then I said that for completing this part you have to come to chapter 3, question number 7 and question number 8. Once you are done with question number 7 and question number 8, then only you can say that yes, you are done with chapter 1 completely. I hope you're with me. Yes. So can I start with chapter 3, question number 7 and question number 8? I hope you're with me. Okay. Okay. So now let's come to chapter 3, question number 7 and question number 8. Page number 81. Page number 81 of your book. Okay, now what is this question? If you see, question number 7 is explain the term strategic management model, and question number 8 is what are the stages of strategic management? I hope you're with me. Two questions. Let's come back to definition first. Simple. If I see definition, definition is vision, mission, objectives and goals, analysis, strategy formulation, strategy implementation, evaluation and control. When I say definition, so definition have 7 steps. This is your definition. Am I clear? If I say strategic management model, they have converted the 7 steps into 3 parts. First part talks about formulation. First part talks about formulation. Second part talks about implementation. And third part talks about evaluation and control. This 3 is called as strategic management model. This 3 is called as strategic management model. And when I say stages, so what have they done? They have given us 5 stages. First stage is vision, mission, objectives and goals. Am I clear? Second stage is analysis. Third stage is formulation. Fourth stage is implementation. And fifth stage is evaluation and control. I hope you're with me. Yes. So basically this 5 is what? Stages. This 5 is what? Stages. I hope you're with me. So one diagram. This one diagram will explain you completely. This one diagram can explain you completely the 3 topics. If I say definition, so definition is 7 step. When I say strategic management model, that means 3 steps: formulation, implementation, evaluation and control. When I say stages, there are 5 stages. First stage is vision, mission, objectives and goal. Second stage is analysis. Third stage is formulation. Fourth stage is implementation, and last is evaluation and control. Am I clear? Am I clear? So this one diagram will explain you all the 3 questions. Now come back to question number 7. Simple. This diagram you should learn by heart, irrespective of the fact whether they ask diagram or not. If they ask you a question on strategic management model, you have to get this diagram. What is this diagram? Very simple. See, if you see first step, what they've written, analysis. Just cut the word analysis and write the word formulation. So formulation includes what? First, you need to have a vision, then mission and objectives. After doing this, you have to do analysis of what? Environment, which environment, external and internal both. So when I say external means environmental analysis. When I say internal means organizational analysis or appraisal. Am I clear? After doing this, I will have all the options available, and from all the options available, I will be selecting the best strategy. Am I clear? That is, I formulated the strategy, and then next is implement it, and last is evaluation and control. Am I clear? Am I clear? If you see the arrow is both the side, that means it's like a vicious circle. It's like a vicious circle. Why? Because you go from vision to evaluation, and while evaluation, if you come to know things are wrong at the previous stage, you go back. Am I clear? Is this diagram very clear? So your first stage is formulation, second stage is, or second part is implementation, and third part is evaluation. This is question number 7. This is question number 7. What are the what do you mean by the strategic management model? Am I clear? Now, come to question number 8. Come to question number 8. What is question number 8? What are the stages of strategic management? Now, if I ask student, ma'am, if I ask you people, have you done chapter 3? Yes, ma'am, chapter 3 done. Have you done stages? Yes, ma'am, stages done. What? I know the headings. You know the headings. That's it, and game over. And game over. Boss, nowadays they are not asking you a direct question as to what the stages in strategic management. No. In stages, they're asking a particular point. Implementation. In implementation, they are again going inside. Am I clear? So just by learning the headings won't suffice. You have to go in depth of the subject. Am I clear? Am I clear? I hope you're with me. How many stages are there? 5 stages. First stage is vision, mission, and objective, which we will study in next 10 minutes. What is second stage? Analysis. Analysis of what? Environment. Analysis of what? Environment. I'm just giving you a brief of what is environment. I won't be going in depth because it is not there in the new syllabus. It was there in the old syllabus. Am I clear? Am I clear? So when I say environment, environment is of two types. When I say environment is of two types: external environment and internal environment. External means outside the organization, internal means inside. If this is my organization, whatever is inside is internal, whatever is outside is external. Am I clear? So when I say internal, internal gives me strength and weakness. My strength is my own, my weakness is my own. Am I clear? When I say external, external are of further two types: macro and micro. Macro and micro. So when I say this is micro and this is macro, understand the difference. Micro is very close. Micro is very close to the organization. Micro is very close to the organization, hence affect daily and regularly. Please be fast in writing. Hence affect daily and regularly. So now question comes, who affects an organization daily and regularly? So micro factors are comics. C stands for customer, O stands for organization, M stands for market, I stands for intermediary, next C stands for competitor, and S stands for supplier. I hope you're with me. These are which factors? These are micro factors which affects an organization on daily basis, on regular basis. Now what is macro? If you see the diagram, very far. Am I clear? What is macro? Very far. So what is macro? Largely external to the organization, to the organization, hence affects in long run, affects in long run, but not in short run, but not in short run. I hope you're with me. So now question comes, what are macro factors? So macro factors is pestle. Macro factors is pestle. P stands for political. P stands for political. E stands for economical. S stands for social. T stands for technological. L stands for legal, and last E stands for environmental. Am I clear? These are which factors? These are macro factors. So in short, if I just minimize this diagram, environment are of two types, external and internal. External is macro and micro. Macro is largely external, hence beyond control. Micro is very close, hence affect you on daily basis. Am I clear? So what are macro factors? Special. What are micro factors? Comics. Am I clear? And this two factors gives us what? These two factors give us what? Opportunities and threats. See, opportunities is from outside world. Threat is from outside world. Strength is your own. Weakness is your own. Am I clear? Am I clear? Is this diagram clear? Very clear? Yes. So now let's understand. When I say stage two means analysis. Analysis of what? Environmental as well as organizational. So when I say environmental means I'm talking about external. When I say organization, I'm talking about internal. So when I say environmental, I will be doing of macro and micro. Macro and micro. I will be doing pestle in case of macro, pestle in case of macro, and comics in case of micro. Comics in case of micro. Am I clear? And after doing this, I will come to know about opportunities and threats. External environment gives me opportunities and threats. Am I clear? And then I will do my internal analysis. Internal means my financial resources, my technological resources, my production capacity. By doing this, I will come to know about my strength and my weaknesses. Strength and weakness is inside, opportunity and threats is outside. And once after doing all this analysis, I will know my strength, my weakness, opportunities and threats. And after keeping all this four in mind, I will see what are the options available, and then I'll select the best option. That means I am formulating the strategy. Am I clear? I am formulating the strategy, and after formulation, what's the next step? Implementation step, and the most important step for this question. Why? Because they can ask a question inside implementation. Am I clear? So what is implementation? The most time consuming is implementation. Planning, suppose for you people, making a timetable is a matter of an hour or maybe a day. But implementation takes 3 months, 4 months, 9 months. Am I clear? Getting my point? Am I clear? To come to C point and write a question for C point fast. Come to C point and write a question for C point fast. What steps should be taken by a manager? What steps should be taken by a manager to convert plans into actions and results? What steps should be taken by a manager to convert plans into actions and results? Now what will come to your mind? Oh, this is a general question, and for general question you'll be writing a general answer and you won't be getting marks, because ICAI is very clear when it comes to language. They want the keywords given by them only. So they have given 4 points and you have to write this 4 points. If you write this 4 points, then only you will get marks or you won't get marks. Am I clear? The first thing, I need to motivate people. Until I don't motivate people, they won't perform. Second point, I need to strengthen my company's competencies. In fact, first, I need to build. I need to build competencies, and if I have competency, I need to further strengthen that. Without competency, without competent employee, how will I perform? Third, I need a work climate which support my strategy. A strategy supportive work climate. Am I clear? I need a work climate which support my strategy. Am I clear? And last point is either you meet the target or you beat the target. Am I clear? So if you do this four things, if manager do these four things, motivate people, build competencies, ensure a working climate which supports strategy, motivate people to either meet the performance or beat the performance, surely he'll be able to convert plans into actions and actions into results. Am I clear? Am I clear? Can I go ahead? Now come to D point. Again, mark important. And for D point, write a question fast, fast, fast. Describe the principal aspect. Describe the principal aspect of strategy execution process. Describe the principal aspect of strategy execution process which are included in the most situation. Which are included in the most situation. I hope you're with me. In short, what is the question? What should you do in implementation phase? Describe the principal aspect of strategy execution process which are included in most situation. So basically, if you see D point, if you just see the beginning of D point, in most situation, strategy execution process includes the following principal aspect. They have just picked that one line and frame the question, and that's questions asked in the exam. First, budgets. How can you work without budgets? Most important thing is budget in implementation phase. Second point, staffing. Right person at the right place at the right time. Without right person, you won't be able to implement the things. Third, using the best known practice to perform core business activities. Boss, every activity has a best known practice. If you use that best known practice, maybe not 100%, but yes, chance of success very high. For example, the best known practice for any exam is by writing and practicing, not by just learning, not by just reading. You have to learn and you have to write, then only you'll be able to explain or write in the exam. The best known practice to perform core activity of studying is by writing. Fourth, installation of information and operating system. Without software, without hardware, how will I be able to perform? I won't be able to perform. So I need information and operating systems. Next, motivating people. Boss, it's very important to keep the spirit high of the people because it takes time. Implementation phase takes time to show results. People get demotivated. Oh, nothing is happening, nothing is happening. No, but it takes time. Am I clear? Then create a company culture and work climate which is supporting the strategy. It's very important that your company culture should support your strategy. Understand why? Because you have made a strategy which is based on the environment. So this is a strategy which will help you to achieve your objectives and goals. But if your culture is not supporting your strategy, you won't be able to implement it. Am I clear? So it's very important that you need to have a strategy supportive work climate. It's very important to have a strategy supportive work climate. Am I clear? And next, very important, leadership. It's very important that leaders, there should be leaders. Why? If there are hurdles, if there are some weaknesses, some stumbling blocks, managers should be there to solve that problem as soon as possible. Am I clear? Am I clear? So these are what? These are the steps which you do during which phase? During implementation execution phase. Am I clear? And what's the last one? Evaluation. See, what is evaluation? The final stage of management processes evaluating the company's progress. You have to evaluate the progress, assess the impact of new external development. It may have happened that external environment, there must be some changes, and make corrective adjustments. See, evaluate your progress, see what is happening, evaluate outside world, and then make corrective adjustment. See where you need to change, whether you need to change your planning phase, implementation phase, etc. Am I clear? Am I clear? Is stages clear? Any problem till here? Sure. Can I go ahead? So now I can say I am done with chapter 1. So if you ask me what will be your order of chapter 1, my order will be first chapter 8, question number 1, 2 and 3. Then chapter 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then chapter 7, question number 17, then back to chapter 1, 10, 11 and 12, then chapter 1 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then chapter 3, question number 7 and question number 8. The moment you are done with all this, then only you can say, I am done with chapter 1. Am I clear? Am I clear? Because it's all linked. Why you want to study this two question in chapter 3? It's completely linked to definition of strategic management. Am I clear? Why you want to study this afterwards? Entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship. It should be done along with the levels only. Am I clear? Can I go ahead? So I'm done with chapter 1. Can I go ahead? Now what is the next course of action? Okay. How am I going to move now? Now, what is my definition? Strategic management, vision, mission, objectives and goals, analysis, strategy formulation, strategy implementation, evaluation and control. This is my definition. Now this is definition. This definition has been taught in chapter 1. Overview of this definition has been given to us in chapter 1. Then this 3 is taught in chapter 3. This 3 terms is taught in chapter 3. Then analysis is taught in chapter 2. Then you have formulation, and we know that there are 3 levels. Which level? Corporate level, business level, functional level. So strategy is required for all the 3 levels. So you have chapter 4 for corporate level, chapter 5 for business level, and chapter 6 for functional level. Am I clear? And the last 2 chapters 7 and 8 talks about implementation, evaluation and control. 7 and 8 talks about implementation, evaluation and control. Am I clear? So with this, I am starting as of now with chapter 3. Am I clear? Can I go ahead? So now let's come to chapter 3, page number 75. Page number 75, chapter 3. Now first, I always have a habit of first dividing the chapter into parts so it becomes easy. So question number 1 is part 1. Question number 1 is part 1. And this we will do with chapter 4. We won't be doing it over here. When I'll start with chapter 4, I'll be doing question number 1. Am I clear? Question number 2 is part 2. Question number 2 is part 2. Am I clear? Am I clear? Then 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6 is part 3. 3, 4, 5, 6 is part 3. Am I clear? 7 and 8 is part 4 which we already done right now. 7 and 8 is part 4 which we already done. Am I clear? Am I clear? So how many parts in chapter 3? There are 4 parts in which part 4 is already done and part 1 we will be doing when I start with chapter 4. So let's start with part 2 and mark part 2 important. Mark part 2 important. Give heading strategic decision making. Give heading strategic decision making. Now first, can you people, I'll be waiting for a minute. I'll be waiting for a minute. Can you people explain me the meaning of the term decision making? Only decision making. Can you people explain me the meaning of the term decision making? Reply. I'm waiting for a reply. Please reply. Can you people explain me the meaning of the term decision making? Fast. What is decision making? Decision making means from all the options available, selecting the best option is called as Decision making. What is decision making? From all the options available, selecting the best option is called as decision making. Suppose you gone for a shopping and there were like 5 dresses kept in front of you. The one which you selected, the best one, what have you done? You have taken a decision. Am I clear? You have taken a decision. I hope you're with me. Am I clear? So can I go ahead? Now tell me, in from morning to night we must be taking 100 decisions. Am I clear? From morning to night we must be taking 100 decisions, as in after taking bath which color dress to wear or what to eat in breakfast. Now tell me, suppose you wanted to wear a black color shirt and the moment you open your wardrobe you got to know it's not iron. Am I clear? And because of that, you have to wear a white color shirt. Tell me, will that change your life? No. You wanted to eat dosa in breakfast, but you had to eat idli in breakfast. Now tell me, will that change your life? No. That means the decisions which do not changes my life, the decisions which do not changes my life is called as routine decisions. Listen to me. The decisions which do not changes my life is called as routine decisions, but the one which changes my life is called as strategic decision. I hope you're with me. Again repeating, the decisions which do not changes my life is called as routine decisions, but the one which changes my life is called as strategic decision. So now a question come, ma'am, how will I come to know this decision a routine or a strategic? It depends. If these 6 points are there, it is strategic decision, and if these 6 points are not there, it is routine decision. In short, these 6 points differentiates between routine and strategic. First one, strategic decision requires top management involvement. Boss, by name itself it is clear. Strategic decision making means decision taken by strategic level people. That means top level people. And when top level people take decision, they take decision from the whole organization's point of view in totality. Am I clear? Second, sorry, second, before second, when they take decisions, they take big decisions, takeovers, mergers, amalgamation, acquisition, etc. Am I clear? Am I clear? Second now, strategy decisions involve commitment or allocation of resources. Boss, when they take decisions, they take big decisions as to starting a new company or a new business. So when you think like that, too much resources will be required: man, machine, material, and money for them. Am I clear? Third, strategic decisions necessitates consideration of factors of firms external. Just write the external and internal. After external, write external and internal environment. Understand? Boss, we're taking such big decisions. So before taking the decision, it's very important to analyze the environment, both external and internal. Then you take a call. Fourth, strategy decisions are likely to have an impact, significant impact on long-term prosperity of the firm. Boss, when you take such big decisions, the impact cannot be seen in immediately. The impact cannot be seen immediately. It takes time. It is long-term prosperity. Fifth, you keep future in mind. Strategic decisions are future oriented. You keep future in your mind. You're ready to spoil your present for a better future. And last, strategy decisions usually have multifunctional or multi-business consequences. They have multifunctional or multi-business consequences means you start with one, but it will affect all other functions, all other businesses. For example, suppose if you have purchased a house, buying a house is a strategy decision taken by your parents. So when they take such a big decision, all other things will get affected. All other things will get affected. Shopping, outing, your enjoyment, your entertainment, all will get affected. Am I clear? Am I clear? So these 6 points are there. It is strategic decision. If these 6 points are not there, it is routine decision. What shortcut I have given? Metal F. Fe iron, science, somewhat. I mean Fe nahi hai, F. Metal F. So what is M over here? Point number 6, multifunctional or multi-business. E. What is E over here? Environment, point number 3. T, top management, point number 1. A, allocation, point number 2. L, long term point number 4, and F is futuristic, point number 5. Am I clear? Am I clear? Is this clear? Can I go ahead? Sure. Okay. Now come to next part of chapter 3. Part 3, 4 questions. Question number 3, 4, 5 and 6. Understand, this is one of the most important part of your whole book. In fact, what I can say is, you'll always have one question from this part by default. You will always have one question from this part by default, 101%. But the problem with this part is, how much you try to understand this part, but you won't be able to write in your own language. If you write in your own language, you won't be able to justify the question. So this part 3 of chapter 3, I'm requesting you people, just don't try to write in your own language. Please learn it. Even after understanding it, you won't be able to present the answer. Please learn all the 4 questions. Am I clear? Am I clear? Can I go ahead? So what does this part give heading? Third part is called as intent, vision, mission, objectives and goals. Intent, vision, mission, objectives and goals. I hope you're with me. Yes? Can I go ahead? Can I go ahead? Now, understand. Normally for you and for me, this is the definition for strategic management in the whole syllabus. For you and for me, the definition of strategic management is this for the whole syllabus, except chapter 3, question number 3. Understand? What are they saying? That boss, first thing what you need to have is strategic intent. What you need to have is intent. Am I clear? And this intent help us to get vision, mission, then business definition, then business model, and last one is objectives and goals. Understand? They say first you should have intent, and from intent you get vision, then from vision you get mission, and this vision and mission is for which level people? This is for corporate level people. This is for which level people? Corporate level people. After finalizing vision and mission, then you have business definition and business model for which level people? For business level people. And last is objectives and goals for the operational level people. I hope you're with me. Boss, again I'm saying, if this question comes in the exam, this diagram should be there in your answer. First is what? Intent. First is intent. Intent means what? Intention. What is the intent of doing this? What is the purpose of doing this? At times you see somebody working day and night, 24/7, 365 days. Don't you ask that person a question, what is the intent behind this? What is making you work so hard? Am I clear? Am I clear? Getting my point? Intent. Once your intent is clear, then you can define vision and mission for corporate level people. After defining this, then you'll be defining business definition and business model for business level people. And last is objectives and goals for operational level people. I hope you're with me. Yes, I hope you're with me. Any problem till here, right? To understand, normally my definition is this: vision, mission, objectives and goals. Am I clear? But for chapter 3, question number 3, my definition is intent. From intent I get vision, mission, then business definition, business model, and then I come to know my objectives and goals. Am I very clear? Am I very clear? Yes, any problem till here? What is intent? Intent refers to a purpose, what the organization is striving for. What are you striving for? Am I clear? Senior managers must define what they want to do and why they want to do. Why are you putting so much efforts? Why you want to do this? Am I clear? Am I clear? It's very important that intent should be very clear. And intent, be a small company, be a big company, be a profit oriented or an NPOs, everybody's intent should be clear. Am I clear? So now point number 6. Intent could be in the form of vision and mission statement for which level people, for corporate level people. It could be expressed in business definition and business model for which level people, for business level people. And last, intent is a broader word when it is precise. I'll talk about operations and goals, which is for which level people, for operation level people. Am I clear? Am I clear? So what are all this? These all are, please mark this word, these all are elements of strategic intent. These all are elements of strategic intent. I hope you're getting me. Am I clear? Am I clear? So what is vision? What is vision? Vision is nothing but end of the day where you want to land. What is your future position? Am I clear? Where you want to land is your vision. Am I clear? Then what is mission? Boss, until and unless, see, once my vision is clear, once my vision is clear, I can set my mission. Once my vision is clear, I can set my mission. But to set my mission, I should know where am I right now. Am I clear? It defines the present capabilities, activities, customer focus, and role in society. Again, am I saying, please, this 4 question. Question number 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't try to write in your own language. You won't be able to justify with the topic, and this will come for 5 marks. 4 question, if I'm saying you 5 marks bare minimum, it can be 7 also, it can be not 7, 5 or 6. 5 as in 1 question, 1 mark as an MCQ. Am I clear? 6 marks. 5 is bare minimum, 6 is maximum. If I'm saying 4 questions, 5 marks, can't you learn it by heart? Am I clear? Because normally students write this question in their own language and then they get out of 5, 1 or max 2 marks. Khatam. In fact, mainly I see 0 because you have written in your language which you are not able to express. Am I clear? Okay, what's next? Business definition. Once your mission is clear, then define your business. What business are you going to do? Define it. Am I clear? After defining the business, make a model. Boss, just by defining I'm going to do this is not sufficient, won't suffice. Tell me about your inflows, about your outflows, about your customers. How are you going to manage everything? Make a proper model of it. And once a model is ready, ensure make proper objectives and goals. Am I clear? Am I clear? So this is what this is, intent. And very important question, question number 3. Why important? Because question number 3 was not there in the old syllabus. Question number 3 was not there in the old syllabus, has been added in the new syllabus. Am I clear? Am I clear? Can I go ahead? So let's come to next question. Question number 4. Question number 4. Explain the term vision and what are the elements of vision. What is vision? See, simple. Your vision as of now is to become a CA, chartered accountant. Isn't that vision giving you a roadmap? You want to become CA, you are 11 at 11th standard, then you know you have to do 12, your foundation, your inter, your finals, and then you'll become CA. That isn't that giving you a roadmap, direction? Am I clear? So basically, what is vision? A roadmap of company's future. What technology you're going to go for, what customer you're going to focus, which geography I'm going to focus, what would be my product and my market. At least, I mean, it's all dreams. It's all dreams. That means, what are you going to do? Am I clear? Am I clear? Is vision clear? The second point, explain the elements of strategic vision. Mark second point important. You know, ICI, what they do, ask a question, what are the elements of vision? They want exactly this 3-point ABC. You write this 3-point and write nothing full marks and write everything else except this 3 points 0 marks. Am I clear? So they're very clear. First, elements of vision. First thing, it's very important. Boss, vision. Every company has a vision. For example, vision of Disney channel to make people happy. Vision of BJP government to make in India. Our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, is the day 2014 when he was elected. First thing what he came with, make in India. That is his vision. That we don't want to be dependent on anybody else. The word he is using today, independent. In Hindi, he has used the word Atmanirbhar. Am I clear? That's very important that everybody has a vision statement, and that vision statement should be expressed in clear terms, in exciting terms to the people in the company as well as public at a large, because this brings commitment within the people. Am I clear? Second, once your vision is clear, you have to set mission. You have to set mission, but I cannot set my mission until and unless I don't know where am I right now. Am I clear? The second point is who are we and where am I now? Until and unless I don't know my present, I won't be able to set my mission. And the moment I know my mission, moment I know my present, where am I going? Am I clear? Am I clear? You can cut the third para. Am I clear? Now, please, you have to learn the vision statement of ICAI. You have to learn the vision statement of ICAI. Why? Once they had asked a question in the exam as to write a vision statement of a well-known educational institution at national level you are familiar with. Write a vision statement of a well-known educational institution at national level you are familiar with. Now, see, practically I cannot learn vision statement of each and every industry. I cannot, practically not possible. But still, I'm expecting if they ask this question, they may ask same industry again. To at least being a part of ICAI, you should be knowing the vision statement of ICAI. To be. I said it's a dream. I want to do. I want to become like this. To be a chartered accountant. Am I clear? To be a world leading accounting body, a regulator, and a developer of trusted and independent professionals with world-class competencies in accounting, assurance, taxation, finance, and business advisory services. I hope you're with me. Again, I'm repeating. To be a world leading accounting body and a regulator and developer of trusted, we are trusted, people trust us. Independent means I am unbiased. I am not biased towards anybody. I will give true and fair view. Am I clear? With world class competencies. I'm good in accounting, assurance, that means auditing, taxation, finance, and business advisory services. And boss, you have to learn this by heart. Clear? Clear? Is vision clear? What's next? Mission. What's next? Mission. Boss, to set your mission, you should know who are we and where are we now. Until and unless you don't know who are we and where are we now, you cannot fix your next step. Suppose I want to become CA, that's my vision. But what is your mission as of now? To clear CA Inter. Why? Where are you right now? CA Foundation. I am CPT pass or I am Foundation pass. So my mission is CA Inter. Am I clear? To fix your mission, you should know your current position. Who are we and where are we now? Am I clear? Can I go ahead? Can I go ahead? Come to point 3 and mark point 3 important. Come to point 3 and mark point 3 important. What points you should keep in mind while writing a mission statement? What points you should keep in mind while writing a mission statement? These 3 points they have given and they want exactly this 3 point in your answer. Am I clear? The first, a company's business is defined. See, once your mission is clear, you'll be able to define what are you planning. Am I clear? What needs are you trying to satisfy? Which customer group you are targeting? What technologies and competence are you going to use? Am I clear? First point. Second point, one of the role of mission statement is to give the company its own special identity, one that typically sets it apart from similar position company. Boss, whenever you're writing your mission statement, write what is different in you as compared to your competitors. What makes you different? For example, Apple will write, I'm a technological leader. Because when it comes to iOS, it's only iPhone which is giving iOS, rest everybody is giving Android. So whatever special is in you, write that in your mission statement. Am I clear? And third point, good mission statement should be unique. You cannot copy anybody else's mission statement. It should be unique to the company. Am I clear? So these 3 points you should keep in mind while writing a mission statement. Am I clear? Is mission clear? Can I go ahead? So you can read this 4, 5, 6, 7 para. Come to last question. Okay, before coming to last question, please mark this third question important. What is the difference between vision and mission? What is the difference between vision and mission? I hope you're with me. Because again, I'm saying, whenever a question comes on differentiation, you should try to write in tabular form. This is the third difference we're studying in second day. First, we had studied difference between formulation and implementation. Second was entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs. And third is vision and mission. Am I very clear? Try to write in tabular form. Am I clear? First, it describes future. Your vision describes your future identity. But mission, what is going as of now? My CA Inter is going as of now. What is your future? CA to become CA. Second, it can galvanize. Galvanize means it can motivate. What do you mean by galvanize over here? It can motivate the people to achieve desired objectives. See, understand, what is your objective? Your objective as of now is to clear CA Inter in November 2020. And I hope November 20. Okay. To basically, this is your objective, to clear Inter in November 2020. Now, this vision, your vision of becoming CA, I want to become CA, isn't that 2 letters motivating you, pushing you, and you are willfully studying for day and night? Am I clear? So what is happening over here? It can galvanize the people. Galvanize means motivate the people to achieve defined objectives, even if they are stretch objectives, provided the objectives are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. It's only vision that keeps your spirit high. You want to become C, that is the reason you are working today, day and night. Am I clear? Am I clear? In mission, it provides a path to realize the vision in line with its values. Am I clear? And in third point, please cut first 3 lines. Am I clear? Vision describes what will be achieved if company is successful. But mission defines the purpose of broader goal. Basically, it's a broader goal for being in existence. Am I clear? Am I clear? Can I go ahead? Any problem till here? Can I go ahead? Okay. So our last question in chapter 3. Last question in chapter 3. Explain objectives and goals. Understand? I hope you're with me. See, once my vision is clear, I'll be able to set my mission. And once my mission is clear, I'll be able to set my objectives and goals. What is the major characteristics of objectives and goals? It is time bound. You say, my mission is CA Inter, but your objective is CA Inter in May 2020. Until and unless you don't attach time to your mission, it will never become your objective, and people work towards this objective. Tell me, today if I talk to you about CA finals, are you interested? No. Why no? Because that is not your objective. Your objective is CA Inter November 2020. If I talk about Jan 21, oh, you are not interested because your planning is for November 2020. Am I clear? Am I clear? I hope you're getting me what I'm trying to say. Yes, that's very important. Time bound objectives. Until and unless you don't attach time to your mission, it will never become objective. Now, mainly authors have used objectives and goal as one and the same. Mainly authors have used objectives and goals as one and the same, but there's a thin line of difference. There's a thin line of difference between both of them. What is your objective? Your objective is to clear CA Inter in November 2020. But what is your goal? Daily targets. Boss, every day you have a target. Everyday goal you have. So everyday goal is goal. That means goal is more specific than talk about objective. In short, small goals will help you to achieve your objective. Small goals will help you to achieve your objective. Am I very clear? Am I clear? So what are the characteristics of objectives? It helps in achieving mission and vision. It helps in decision making, helps in performance appraisal. Boss, have you performed or not? See, if your objective is achieved, for example, your objective is to clear CA Inter in November 2020. If objective is achieved, that means you have performed. If objective is not achieved, that means you have not performed. Am I clear? It should be understandable. It should be concrete. You should stick to your objective. It should be rigid. It should be fixed, specific. Most important, it should be related to time frame. Until and unless your objective is not, until and unless your mission is not time bound, it is not your objective. Then it should be measurable. It should be controllable, challenging, and set within constraints. Am I clear? Am I clear? Is objective clear? Is vision clear? Mission clear? Intent clear? So by this, we are done with chapter 3 completely. Am I clear? So what have we done till now? We are done with chapter 1. We're done with chapter 3. We have done one question in chapter 7. We are done with 3 questions in chapter 8. Now let's go ahead. Now, what is my planning? We know vision, we know mission, we know objectives and goals in chapter 3. After knowing your objectives, after knowing your goals, you want to formulate a strategy. But for formulating, I need to do analysis of the environment. I need to do analysis of the environment, and analysis is taught in chapter 2. So let's come to chapter 2. Page number 19. Chapter 2, page number 19. And boss, the one of the most important chapter of your syllabus. A weightage of 8 marks. Out of 8 chapters, this alone has a weightage of minimum 5 to 8 marks. I hope you get your point. Am I clear? And the most lengthy, if I see, it is equivalent to minimum 2 and maximum 3 chapters. It is equivalent to 2.5 chapters. Am I clear? Am I clear? Can I go ahead? Can I go ahead? So come to question number 1. Explain the meaning of the term competitive landscape. Explain the meaning of the term competitive landscape. Now, this question is added in the new syllabus, was not there in the old syllabus. See, understand, when I'm saying I'm doing chapter 2, so chapter 2 means what? Analysis. Analysis of what? Environment. Which environment? External and internal both. Which environment? External and internal both. I hope you're with me. Am I clear? Now you only answer me. I'm waiting for a reply. When I say external, tell me, I have two. I've just taught you people two, macro and micro. I've taught two things, macro and micro. I hope you're with me. Yes, macro and micro. Now if I ask you, I am not denying the fact that both are equally important. I am not denying the fact that both are equally important. But if I ask you people which is most important, is macro more relevant or more important, or micro more important? Can you people reply me? From a company's point of view, when I do analysis, what is more important from a company's point of view? Whether it is macro or whether it is micro. When I say macro, it is pestle. And when I say micro, it is comics. Perfect. Yes. Micro. Perfect. Harsha, Dilip, very good. Thumbs up. Very good. But it is micro. Vishnu, micro environment. Yes. Because see, as this macro is very far beyond my control and it won't affect me on daily basis, but what will affect me on daily basis is micro environment. What will affect me on daily basis is micro environment. And in micro, if you ask me, who is the most important one is not customer but competitor. Boss, if I say customers, who are customers? Boss, you people are unbiased people. You are not biased towards me. You are like, ma'am, if you will teach nice, will come to you. If somebody else is teaching nice, will go to them. In short, to attract you, to retain you, it is in my hands. Am I clear? The most important person in the business world is competitor, because my competitor is trying to pull my leg down. My competitor is waiting for my one mistake so that he pulls me down and take away all my customers. Am I clear? Am I clear? I hope you are getting my point, right? So, because of this, let's come to question number one. Explain the meaning of the term competitive landscape. When I read this word for the first time, I was so scared. Oh my God, landscape. God knows what they must have given. Most simple answer in the whole book is question number one. When I say landscape, listen to my language. Huh? When I say landscape, landscape means to know about your competitors. Knowing about your competitors. Understanding about your competitors is called as competitive landscape. Knowing about your competitors is called as competitive landscape. But to know about them, I need to keep an eye on them. To know about them, I need to keep an eye on them, and keeping an eye on your competitors is called as competitive intelligence. Right? I'll make you write these lines. Right? Write fast. I hope you're with me. Okay, let's to know about your competitors. Yeah, or let's write it. Knowing about your competitors, right? Like this. Knowing about your competitors is called as competitive landscape. Knowing about your competitors is called as competitive landscape. But to know about them, you need to keep an eye on your competitors. To know about them, you need to keep an eye on your competitors. Until I keep an eye, how will I come to know about them? Keeping an eye, right? Keeping an eye on your competitors. Keeping an eye on your competitors is called as competitive intelligence. Keeping an eye on your competitors is called as competitive intelligence. Am I very clear? Am I very clear? Sure. Am I clear? That means intelligence. See how to learn this point. When I say intelligence, do India has intelligence team? Yes, we have raw. What they do, they keep an eye on, they spy, they keep an eye on enemies. Here, I'm keeping an eye on my competitors. That's called as competitive intelligence. Am I clear? So now, the fourth point. When I say that I want to understand about my competitors, what I want to know about them. First point, identify the competitors. See who all are your competitors and see what is their respective market share. It's very important to know about the market share of the competitors. Why? More the share, bigger is the competitor. Am I clear? So you have to think more about it. Second, understand the competitor's product and service. Very important to know what product are they offering, what services are they offering. Third, determine strength of the competitor. See, you are trying to know about his strength. Okay, first listen to me. My competitor's strength is threat to me. Threat to me. My competitor's strength is not weakness to me. How can his strength be my weakness? My weakness is my own. Weakness is my own. My competitor's strength is threat to me. My competitor's weakness is opportunity to me. His weakness cannot be my strength. His weakness is opportunity to me. I hope you are getting my point. Am I clear? That's, I cannot touch, I cannot do with his strength anything, honestly speaking, but I still should be knowing his strength. The first, what is his strength? Maybe financial position. I can say Reliance Group strength is its financial position. Second, What gives them cost and price advantage? A very good point. Cost and price advantage means, before coming to that, let's understand these two terms. How many types of customers do you have? How many types of customers do you have? I have two types of customers: price sensitive and price insensitive customers. I have two types of customers. One is price sensitive and another is price insensitive. I hope you're with me. Am I clear? Now, when I say price sensitive customer, by name itself it is clear. The one who are sensitive towards price. The one who are sensitive towards price, that means as if 1 rupee price increase, demand will come down. If 1 rupee price increase, demand will come down. That means they are price sensitive people. Another category of customers are price insensitive people. Insensitive means they are not sensitive towards price, but they are looking after something new, something different, something unique. What they think, what is there with them should be not be there with others, and for that uniqueness, they are even ready to pay premium price. Am I clear? Now, if I want to attract those people, if I want to attract price sensitive people, the only one way to attract them is your selling price should be lowest of all. Your selling price should be lowest of all. And my selling price can be lowest of all only when my cost price is lowest of all. Yes, good, Pratish. Am I clear? I can say I can keep my selling. See how to attract price sensitive people. I can attract price sensitive people only when my selling price is lowest of all. And if my selling price is lowest, how can my selling price be lowest of all? When my cost price is lowest of all. Am I clear? That means what I have? I have cost and price advantage. Best example over here is Walmart. Walmart. Walmart's operating cost is lowest of all. Walmart's operating cost is lowest of all. That is the only reason they keep very less selling price and they're able to attract price sensitive customers. Isn't that this their strength? Bringing cost price very low is also a strength. Am I clear? Third, what are they likely to do next? Fourth, distribution network. How strong is their distribution network? Boss, understand, distribution network plays a very important role. How good my product is, but if it does not reaches in the hands of customers, of no use. Who ensure that? Distribution network ensure that. Hindustan Unilever, HUL can sell anything and can sell everything. They have the best distribution networks. McClum. Then fifth, what are the HR strength? Human resource, boss. Human resource means employees. Employees can be asset also. Employees can be weakness also. Employees can be asset also, weakness also. So as if I'm talking about strength, that means I'm an asset. So I can talk about Google company. Google are ready to pay any amount for talent. When it is come to talent, they can pay anything to grab it. Am I clear? Strength. Am I clear? Now come to D point. Weakness. How will I come to know, boss? It's very important for me to know about the weakness of my competitors. Boss, I cannot touch his strength, but I can attack on his weakness. So it's very important for me to know his weakness. Question comes, how will I come to know about his weakness, boss? Indians. We Indians have one quality. We Indians believe in one thing. All Indians are my brothers and sisters except one for me, many for you. Generation change. Sorry, just kidding. Okay, basically, this is the quality of Indians. You ask me or you don't ask me, I will still tell you. Don't go there. Horrible movie, horrible hotel, horrible food. That means you are conveying on your own. People keep on giving the views. Social media, best place to give the views. So Indians have a quality. If they're very happy, they will go and speak. If they're very sad, they'll go and speak. By that, I'll come to know about the weakness of my competitor. Am I clear? Yes. Am I clear? Getting my point? And last, put all the information together. See, who are your competitors? what product or services they're offering, what is their strength, what is their weakness. Put all the information together and then plan your strategy. Am I clear? Is question number one clear? Very clear. Any problem? Can I go ahead? Just 5 more minutes. Okay. Now part two is homework for you people. Only question number two. Okay, wait. This is part one. This is part one. Question number one is part one. Question number one is part one. So let's do one thing. Let's divide chapter 2 into parts. Part 1 is question number 1. Part 2 is question number 2, which is homework for you people. Please read and come tomorrow. Part 3, now listen to me. Part 3 includes what? Part 3 includes question number 3, question number 4, question number 4A, 14, 13, 4B, then chapter 5, question number 1, then 4C, 4D, 4E, 4F, 4G, 19 and 20. This is your part 3, which we will be doing tomorrow. And we will be doing in the same order. We will be doing in the same order. First 3, 4, 4A, 14, 13, 4B. Am I clear? Am I clear? Then write part 4. Part 4 is, just let me check. Okay, part 4 is question number 5 and question number 6. Part 5 is part 5 is 7 and 8. Then part 6 is question number 9. Part 7 is question number 10. Then part 8 is 11, 12, 13 and 14 I have already covered here. Am I clear? 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, then I think 18, 19 and 20 I've already covered above, and part 9 is 21 and 22, which is again homework. 21 and 22 talks about globalization. Am I clear? Which talks about globalization. Am I clear? So boys, this is a complete part of your chapter 2. Complete part. I always have a habit of dividing. See, syllabus becomes simple when you divide into chapters. Chapters become simple when divided into parts. Am I clear? So tomorrow I'll be starting with part 3, and if time permits, we'll go ahead. Am I clear? Okay. So please, any doubts, please, again I'm saying any doubts, do ask me on the Telegram channel of Yashas Academy. Am I clear? Okay. And please do write notes. You have sufficient time to write. The writing is the best way to study. Okay. So take care. Bye-bye. Good night. Stay home. Stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.